Hunter Woodhall was born with fibular hemimelia, a rare congenital condition where the fibula bones in his legs were missing, making it impossible for him to walk or stand without aid. His parents, Barbara and Steve Woodhall, were faced with a life-altering decision when doctors recommended amputation. At just 11 months old, Hunter underwent the procedure to have both of his legs amputated below the knee. This decision was not made lightly, but his parents believed it was the best choice to give their son the freedom to live an active life with the help of prosthetics. From the very beginning, Hunter's family was his strongest support system. They fostered an environment of resilience, teaching him that his disability did not have to limit his potential. This belief became the foundation for Hunter's future success, instilling in him the mindset that he could achieve anything he set his mind to. Growing up in Syracuse, Utah, Hunter faced the challenges of navigating life with prosthetic legs, but he refused to let that stop him from pursuing a normal, active childhood. His prosthetics became a part of his daily life, but the adjustment was not without its difficulties. As a young child, Hunter often had to deal with the discomfort of learning to walk and run with artificial limbs, and as he got older, he had to endure the curiosity and sometimes insensitive questions from his peers. Despite these challenges, Hunter's parents encouraged him to participate in sports, play with friends, and take on any activity that sparked his interest. Their constant support and encouragement helped build Hunter's self-confidence, ensuring that he never felt defined by his disability. His upbringing in a small town like Syracuse provided Hunter with a tight-knit community where he was able to thrive socially and athletically. As he grew older, his determination to not only live with prosthetics but to excel in sports began to take shape. Hunter's early years were defined by this balance of support and challenge. He learned to face adversity head-on, a skill that would become key in his journey to becoming a world-class athlete. Hunter's resilience and grit were born from this early period in his life, where his parents' decision to amputate his legs gave him the chance to pursue mobility and independence. It set the stage for him to become not only one of the fastest sprinters in the world, but also a powerful advocate for adaptive athletes. Hunter's journey from overcoming the physical and emotional hurdles of amputation to thriving in a supportive community shaped his drive to push boundaries and redefine what was possible for athletes like him. Hunter Woodhall's love for running was discovered early in his childhood, as sports became a vital outlet for him to express his physical abilities. Growing up with prosthetic legs, Hunter's parents encouraged him to stay active and engage in any physical activity he was drawn to. Sports allowed him to overcome the limitations society placed on him because of his disability, helping him gain confidence and independence. Running, in particular, became a form of freedom. Unlike any other activity, it allowed Hunter to explore his speed and athleticism without restrictions. Hunter's journey into competitive running began when he participated in adaptive sports events, specifically designed for athletes with disabilities. These early experiences exposed him to the wider world of competition and introduced him to other athletes who had overcome similar challenges. It was through adaptive sports that Hunter started to realize his potential. He excelled in races and began to understand that his talent wasn't just limited to adaptive competitions. He had the ability to compete at higher levels. His passion for running grew quickly as he realized that it was more than just a hobby. In middle school, Hunter started competing against able-bodied athletes, and it became clear that he had extraordinary talent. He was not only keeping up with the competition but often outpacing his peers. Running wasn't just an outlet for Hunter, it became his way of breaking boundaries and proving to himself and others that his disability was not a barrier. These early races marked the beginning of Hunter's competitive career. By the time he reached high school, he had become a standout track and field athlete, breaking records and proving that he was capable of more than what was expected of him. Running transformed from a pastime into a pathway to greatness, and it set the stage for Hunter to pursue his dreams of competing on the world's biggest stage, the Paralympics. In high school, Hunter Woodhall's athletic journey soared to new heights, marking him as a trailblazer in the world of track and field. Competing for Syracuse High School in Utah, Hunter began to turn heads with his exceptional speed, despite being a double amputee. Unlike most adaptive athletes, Hunter wasn't just competing in Paralympic events, he was taking on able-bodied competitors and consistently winning. A key turning point in his high school career came when he competed at the Utah High School State Championships. There, Hunter made history as one of the first double amputees to race against able-bodied athletes at such a high level. He stunned crowds and broke barriers, winning multiple state titles in the 400-meter and 200-meter races. His achievements at the state level were a testament to his resilience, determination, and refusal to let his disability define his limits. Hunter's times in these events were remarkable, placing him among the top sprinters in Utah, regardless of ability. His success gained national attention, as people across the country were captivated by the sight of a double amputee not only competing but winning against able-bodied athletes. Hunter's performances shattered stereotypes about what athletes with disabilities could achieve and pushed the boundaries of inclusive sports. Beyond his victories on the track, Hunter's high school success also paved the way for greater opportunities. His record-breaking performances earned him a scholarship to the University of Arkansas, making him the first double amputee to earn a Division I track scholarship. Hunter's high school career not only laid the foundation for his future in the sport, but also established him as a role model and advocate for adaptive athletes, proving that physical limitations are no match for determination and hard work. Hunter Woodhall's journey to the 2016 Rio Paralympics was a defining moment in his young career. At just 17 years old, Hunter was already making waves in track and field, but competing at the Paralympic level would be his biggest test yet. His preparation for the Games was intense, balancing the challenges of high school life with the rigors of elite training. In the lead-up to Rio, Hunter focused on honing his speed and technique, preparing for what would be his debut on the world stage. Going into the Games, Hunter's expectations were high, but so were the pressures. While he had proven himself in the U.S. and at international adaptive events, the Paralympics would pit him against the best in the world. Hunter was determined to leave his mark, but he was also aware that this was a learning experience, an opportunity to see how he stacked up against the fastest sprinters in the Paralympic community. At Rio, Hunter competed in both the 200m and 400m T43-44 categories. In the 200m, he delivered a stunning performance, earning the silver medal and setting a personal best time of 21.12 seconds. In the 400m, he followed up with a bronze medal, completing the race in 46.70 seconds. These accomplishments were not only personal triumphs, but also cemented his status as a rising star in the Paralympic world. Hunter's success at Rio was the culmination of years of hard work, resilience, and determination. His 2 medals in his debut Games set the stage for the next phase of his career, showcasing his potential as one of the world's top adaptive sprinters. Rio 2016 marked the beginning of what would become a trailblazing career for Hunter, proving that his disability was no barrier to achieving greatness. His experience in Rio fueled his drive for future competitions and laid the foundation for his continued success on the track. After his standout high school career, Hunter Woodhall made the historic decision to attend the University of Arkansas on a track scholarship, becoming the first double amputee to earn a scholarship at a Division I university for track and field. This decision was not just a personal achievement but a groundbreaking moment for adaptive athletes in collegiate sports. Competing at the NCAA Division I level meant Hunter would be racing against able-bodied athletes in one of the most competitive athletic environments in the country. The transition from Paralympic competition to NCAA athletics was both exciting and challenging for Hunter. While he had already proven himself on the world stage at the Rio Paralympics, collegiate track introduced a new level of intensity. Training with the University of Arkansas's elite track program, Hunter had to adjust to the rigorous schedule and the expectations that came with competing at such a high level. His teammates, all of whom were able-bodied, were not only fast, but also fierce competitors. Yet, Hunter embraced the challenge, pushing himself to match and often exceed the standards set by his peers. Competing at Arkansas gave Hunter the opportunity to further develop his speed and refine his technique, especially in the 400m and 200m events. His coaches worked closely with him to tailor training programs that suited his prosthetics, ensuring that he could optimize his performance while minimizing the physical toll on his body. Despite these adaptations, Hunter trained alongside able-bodied athletes, competing on equal footing, which highlighted his determination to be seen as more than an adaptive athlete. Hunter's time at Arkansas wasn't just about athletic growth, it was also about breaking barriers and paving the way for future generations of adaptive athletes. By earning a Division I scholarship, Hunter proved that athletes with disabilities could compete and succeed in mainstream collegiate athletics. His journey opened doors for more inclusivity in sports, showing that ability is not defined by physical limitations. Ultimately, Hunter's college career at Arkansas represented a major step in his evolution as an athlete. He didn't just compete, he thrived, racing against the best able-bodied athletes in the country, while continuing to represent adaptive athletes on the national stage. His experience at Arkansas served as a powerful reminder that with resilience, talent, and determination, barriers can be broken and new opportunities can be created for all athletes. Throughout his career, Hunter Woodhall has faced significant physical and mental challenges, both of which have shaped his resilience as an athlete. Training with prosthetics has always been physically demanding. The repetitive strain of running on carbon fiber blades can lead to wear and tear on the body, particularly on his knees, hips, and lower back, where the shock is absorbed during sprints. Managing the physical toll of his training routine has required Hunter to be diligent about recovery, stretching, and strength training to avoid injury. In addition to the physical challenges, Hunter has dealt with the mental resilience required to compete at the highest levels of both Paralympic and able-bodied competitions. Being a double amputee in mainstream sports means that Hunter has often been in the spotlight, which comes with pressure and high expectations. He has had to prove not only to himself, but to others that he is capable of competing on equal terms with able-bodied athletes. One of the major setbacks Hunter has faced is dealing with injuries, which are common in the world of elite athletics. The wear on his residual limbs, where his prosthetics attach, can cause pain and discomfort that can hinder his training. Like all athletes, Hunter has had to cope with moments of doubt when injuries or fatigue have slowed him down. However, his ability to maintain focus on his long-term goals has been key to overcoming these obstacles. He remains driven by his passion for running and his desire to continue breaking barriers for adaptive athletes. Mentally, Hunter has developed a strong mindset that emphasizes perseverance in the face of challenges. He often reflects on his early experiences growing up with prosthetics, learning to walk and run, and how those formative years taught him resilience. Whenever he encounters setbacks, whether it's an injury or a challenging race, Hunter draws on his internal strength and the support from his family, coaches, and teammates. By staying grounded and focused on his long-term goals, Hunter has been able to push through moments of adversity and continue striving for success, whether that's on the Paralympic stage, in college track, or beyond. His journey has been marked by his ability to not only overcome setbacks, but use them as fuel to drive his determination even further. Hunter Woodhall has grown into a prominent social media personality and advocate for people with disabilities, using platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok to share his story and inspire others. With a massive following, he leverages his online presence to challenge stereotypes about disabilities, showcase his athletic journey, and promote the message that physical limitations do not equate to life limitations. Through Instagram, Hunter offers a personal glimpse into his life as an elite athlete, sharing training insights, achievements, and motivational messages. His posts often highlight the work required to succeed at the highest level, providing followers with a realistic look at the highs and lows of competing as a double amputee. By being transparent about his experiences, he has created a community where people can connect, find inspiration, and feel empowered by his story. Hunter has also used platforms like TikTok and YouTube to engage with a younger audience, spreading awareness about adaptive sports in a fun, accessible way. His TikTok videos blend humor, athleticism, and moments from his life with fellow athlete Tara Davis, capturing both his personal and professional experiences. On YouTube, Hunter shares more in-depth content, including vlogs and stories of overcoming challenges, allowing viewers to follow his journey more closely. His social media channels often include advocacy for inclusivity in sports, encouraging disabled individuals to pursue their passions and break barriers. One of the core aspects of Hunter's advocacy is changing perceptions of adaptive athletes. He continuously promotes the idea that people with disabilities can excel in any arena, whether it's sports, business, or personal life. By sharing his story with honesty and positivity, Hunter uses his platform to dismantle misconceptions and inspire future generations of adaptive athletes to believe in their potential. Hunter's influence has also extended to collaborations with brands and organizations that support adaptive sports. His growing impact online not only inspires those with disabilities, but also educates a broader audience on the importance of inclusivity and accessibility, demonstrating that success is achievable regardless of physical challenges. Hunter Woodhall's relationship with fellow athlete Tara Davis, an Olympic long jumper, has captured the hearts of fans worldwide. The couple's bond goes beyond their shared passion for sports, as they have become a source of inspiration by demonstrating resilience, love, and mutual support. Their journey together has become a powerful story of partnership and positivity, resonating with people on social media and beyond. Both athletes have excelled in their respective fields, Hunter in Paralympic sprinting and Tara in long jump, but their relationship highlights how they support and push each other to greater heights. Whether it's cheering each other on at competitions or providing emotional and mental support during challenging times, Hunter and Tara are each other's biggest fans. The couple frequently shares glimpses of their lives together on social media, offering an authentic view of how they navigate the pressures of elite sports while maintaining a strong relationship. Their presence on platforms like Instagram and TikTok has expanded their influence beyond athletics. Hunter and Tara use their platforms to advocate for inclusivity and positive representation in sports. By showcasing their journeys, Hunter as a double-amputee Paralympian and Tara as an Olympic athlete, the couple breaks down barriers and promotes the idea that success and love can thrive regardless of physical challenges. Together, they inspire not just athletes but anyone facing adversity. In addition to their advocacy for inclusivity, Hunter and Tara challenge traditional perceptions of athletes and relationships. Their openness about the realities of competitive sports, from injuries to triumphs, encourages conversations about mental health, body image, and overcoming obstacles. Their relationship serves as a reminder that partnerships are not only about personal connection but also about lifting each other up in pursuit of shared goals. Overall, Hunter Woodhall and Tara Davis have become a beacon of hope and motivation for their fans, using their platforms to inspire others and promote the power of love, inclusivity, and determination in sports and life. As Hunter Woodhall prepares for the 2024 Paralympics in Paris, his training has evolved significantly since his debut in Rio 2016 and his performance in Tokyo 2020. Now, with more experience and a deeper understanding of what it takes to compete at the elite level, Hunter is focusing on refining his technique, building endurance, and ensuring his body can handle the physical demands of back-to-back Paralympic competitions. His training regimen has become more specialized over the years. While in earlier stages of his career, the focus was on maximizing speed and improving form, Hunter is now working on refining every aspect of his race, from his start out of the blocks to his sprinting mechanics during the race. He incorporates a mix of strength training, speed work, and agility exercises to ensure he remains competitive in the 200m and 400m events, both of which he has medaled in at previous games. Hunter's motivation remains as strong as ever. Having medaled in both Rio and Tokyo, his goal for Paris is clear: to bring home gold. While his previous silver and bronze medals were incredible achievements, Hunter has his sights set on the top podium this time. His drive stems from both personal ambition and his role as a trailblazer for adaptive athletes, constantly pushing the boundaries of what people believe is possible for double amputees. In addition to the physical challenges, Hunter faces the mental toll of elite competition. He has been open about the pressures of competing on the world stage and managing the expectations that come with being a top-tier athlete. Nonetheless, Hunter remains grounded, drawing strength from his support system, including his relationship with fellow athlete Tara Davis, his family, and his coaches. Paris 2024 represents another chance for Hunter to showcase his abilities, inspire future generations of adaptive athletes, and continue breaking barriers in the world of track and field. His preparation is marked by a blend of resilience, focus, and the desire to push himself further than ever before, with the ultimate goal of leaving a lasting legacy in Paralympic sport. Hunter Woodhall's legacy as an athlete, advocate, and inspiration is already firmly established. As one of the most recognizable faces in Paralympic sports, Hunter has not only proven himself through his athletic achievements, but also through his dedication to pushing the limits of what adaptive athletes can accomplish. He is a symbol of resilience, perseverance, and limitless potential. In terms of his impact on the world of Paralympic sports, Hunter views his journey as an opportunity to redefine how people perceive disability. Competing in both Paralympic and NCAA Division I sports, he has consistently demonstrated that athletes with disabilities can compete alongside able-bodied athletes at the highest levels. His role as the first double amputee to receive a track and field scholarship at a Division I school was groundbreaking, and it has inspired other adaptive athletes to pursue their dreams in mainstream sports. Hunter's advocacy extends beyond the track. He uses his social media platforms and public appearances to raise awareness about inclusivity, the power of adaptive sports, and the importance of breaking down barriers for people with disabilities. Through his story, he has inspired young athletes to not view their disabilities as limitations, but rather as unique strengths. Looking ahead, Hunter's long-term goals reach far beyond his competitive career. While he continues to strive for excellence in track and field, he has also expressed a desire to remain active in the world of sports through mentorship, coaching, and advocacy. He is committed to continuing his work in raising awareness for adaptive athletes and helping to improve accessibility in sports. Additionally, Hunter and his partner, long jumper Tara Davis, have built a platform that allows them to speak on broader issues related to inclusivity and mental health in sports. Hunter Woodhall's legacy will not just be about his medals and records, but about his tireless efforts to reshape the world's understanding of what athletes with disabilities can achieve. His influence will undoubtedly inspire future generations of adaptive athletes to dream bigger and push the boundaries of what's possible.